Hello, this is FHIR Buffer Overflow. My name is Simon Lee. I'm here with Cody Hutchins. This is our final presentation for our class project. We are using the bulk data API in order to consume bulk health data to produce a real-time health needs assessment for a given geographical area. So let's get into it. This is our Gantt chart. We've used the same Gantt chart for the entirety of our project. We've kept pretty close to the layout here. It's been fully developed and fully deployed to the HDAP environment. This project turned out to be more challenging when it first envisioned, because there was just a lot of firsts. We were the first to consume a bulk data API. As a matter of fact, no bulk data APIs actually are in the wild right now. So we actually had to set up an environment or like envision a world where that did. So in order to do that, we cloned the sample implementations from Smart on FHIR, and then we took that another open source project and called Syntheia to generate synthetic data about a given geographical environment, in this case Cameron County in Texas, to generate synthetic data, and deployed 10 instances of the server out in the wild so that we can download or call the API, the bulk FHIR data APIs, in order to envision a world where this actually did exist. There was the spec is very new, so we had to contend with there were no off-the-shelf tools in order to parse things like NDJSON plus FHIR response outputs. We had to develop custom converter factories in order to be able to Happy FHIR Java libraries to be able to serialize the domain models correctly. There were just a lot of like little things that you wouldn't think of that just happened to add to a lot of complexity to the project, but we did manage to pull it off at the end. A lot of research went into it. Our first point of contact was obviously Dr. Bender. We looked at a lot of community health assessments, sample assessments. We went back to him to ask what was the actual, the key numerators and denominators per se of what they were interested in, what a normal somebody who would be viewing a health report would be interested in. Functionality-wise, our application is fully containerized. It really consists of the FHIR API server, the metric server, the curator, and the front-end UI, and all of it sort of works in harmony together. So, and our deployment plan was always for us to be able to run this on HDAP, and we were successful in that. Usability, like I said, we really wanted to keep everything to a single page UI. We wanted to focus on the users that we were developing this for, which is policy managers, I would say. They are, we're not developing this for the World Wide Web per se, so we wanted to keep the, as you can see from the next slide, the design as simple as possible. So if you look at the design, it's very report-like, and that's by design because we didn't want to put a whole lot of shebang, I guess, into the UI. This really is for policymakers to be able to get the information that they need and to be able to get it as quickly as possible. And Cody will go more to the UI in the demo, which is the next slide. So overall, I think for me it was a very interesting problem to solve. I really enjoyed working on it. I really think the future of health data interoperability rests with the FHIR format. So it was a really good experience for me to be using it.